Okay, I'm not showing off. I mean, these specs aren't that great. Um, but that's my setup. So can someone please tell me why I run out of RAM when NetBeans is only using 212 meg of RAM? I mean, I've got nothing else on up here. This is just my Wi-Fi. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty annoyed. So yeah, let me get on with the tutorial. If you've watched earlier tutorials, you would know about arrays. If you use Java, if you're familiar with JavaScript, rather, you know all about arrays and their purpose. Now, what I don't want to do in these series of tutorials is basically go through every single little thing that you can do with every single bit of PHP. We'll be here forever, and frankly, I don't think you learn that way. The way I learned when I started programming in ActionScript, as I used to watch a guy called Lee Brimlow, and then basically I learned all of the other little stuff from watching him do the really big and complicated stuff. I mean, yeah, it does help to have a little bit extra information, but you guys can just put that down in the comment box for suggestions, etc., etc. But I will go through some of the basics because obviously I'm not just going to throw you in at the deep end. So let's get on with it. So this is an array. We've declared an array, and this array is at variable a. To put stuff in a, we can do this. A equals Bob, like so. Now what this will do is, because a is currently empty, that will put Bob at index 0. If we did this, a equals Terry, that will put Terry at index 1 because Bob is at index 0. However, what you can do is you can also do this. A, my name, or rather, let me just stick to convention. If you look at the server variables, they're all in capital letters. Constants are generally declared in capital letters. Don't ask why, it's just how it is syntactically. That's just how people do it, really. Not even syntactically, that's just formatting. So you can also say a my name equals Luke. Notice how I didn't give Bob a capital letter though. That's slightly offensive of me. Now to see this on screen, I'm making an error here. We do echo a. Command R, array to string conversion and slash blah 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 blah. Now that's because you're not actually supposed to output an array. However, you're supposed to use an array and the contents of an array to build your output, if that makes any sense. So we've done an echo a. What to actually get something on screen, what you want to do is do a print r. Whoops. Now can you see what I'm saying about my RAM? It makes absolutely no sense. You can use print r, and you can see that. So this is index 0 is Bob, index 1 is Terry, index my name is Luke. Now watch what happens when I do this. A equals Javed. It's my designer, very talented guy, but he's very slow and lazy. It's really annoying. Yeah. Notice how this isn't index 3. That's because my name isn't part of this indexing series that is going on here. And also watch what happens when we do, so let's say index 100, observe, command R. Notice how now that we're using integers, 0, this is index 100, this is index 101, not index 1, as if you're following the logic that I was trying to show to you there. Now, that's something you have to be aware of when you're doing what it is that you're doing. excuse me, just had a really, really enormous dinner, and yeah, it was just unnecessary. I prefer to use var dump. Now, if you've got Xdebug installed, which will be another tutorial, just look around for it. You can now see that you get the data types as well, and if you're if you, like I said, if you've got Xdebug installed, this will basically reformat this so that it's nice and easy to read and understand, and especially is especially useful when you start when we start doing some object oriented programming, because you can see the kind of object that you have, and its data types, etc., etc. It's var dump is just a lot more useful. And if you haven't got Xdebug installed yet, you can do this as I did in the previous tutorial. Which just makes it a little bit more readable. But like I said, as soon as you install Xdebug, that will be a lot simpler. I just haven't installed it yet because I am slightly scared to, because I'm not using the default version of PHP that comes shipped with the Mac. I'm using the Mac Ports version. It just allows you a little bit more control over your PHP version if that's a thing for you. So yeah, this is a brief introduction into an array. Now this array here is called an associative array. So instead of basically having to know the index where Luke will be, all you have to say is, okay, I remember that I gave it an index of my name, so therefore let's just do my name. This is a bit of a repeat of another tutorial I did, sorry for that. And you can see there it's Luke. So that's var dump my name Luke. And if you do the same thing with the server, hopefully there's nothing incriminating here. Yep, and you can just see there. Blah, 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 and you can see. So yeah, this has just been a quick, well not quick, it's been 8 minutes now. It's been an introduction into PHP and some of the stuff that you can do with it. And yeah, stick around and watch the rest of the series, guys.